Oh wow, buckle in, get ready for fun and learning. This is a Homeschool Pop U.S. States video. In this video, we are learning about the state of South Dakota. That's right, the state of South Dakota. Tell you what, the first thing we should probably do is find out where the state of South Dakota is on the United States map. So in case you ever want to visit, you'll know exactly where to go. Okay, so here is a map of the United States. Now, where is South Dakota? Where is South Dakota? South Dakota is right here on the United States map. South Dakota is in a region of the United States called the Midwest. Now we're going to look a little closer at the location of the state of South Dakota to learn which states surround South Dakota, which states border the state of South Dakota. Bordering South Dakota to the north is the state of North Dakota. Not too surprising, not too surprising. Then, bordering South Dakota to the east are the states of Minnesota and Iowa. Then, bordering South Dakota to the south is the state of Nebraska. And finally, there are two states that border South Dakota to the west, the states of Wyoming and Montana. In all, there are 6 states that border South Dakota. Now we are going to look closely at the main nickname of the state of South Dakota, the other name that South Dakota goes by. You see, South Dakota is called the Mount Rushmore State. That's right, that's the main nickname of the state of South Dakota. South Dakota is the Mount Rushmore State, but why? Why is that? Yep, Mount Rushmore is in South Dakota. That's right, Mount Rushmore is in South Dakota. It is a massive sculpture that's carved into the granite of Mount Rushmore, in the granite face of Mount Rushmore, featuring the faces of 4 United States presidents: George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln. Mount Rushmore is one of the most famous monuments in the United States, and over 2 million people visit Mount Rushmore each and every year. It was this guy's idea, Doane Robinson, a state historian in South Dakota, who wanted to have a unique monument in South Dakota that he thought would bring a lot of people into the state and would help teach them history. If this sounds cool and you're like, I want to learn more, we have a whole video on Mount Rushmore that if you haven't seen it yet, you'll want to check it out. Okay, so South Dakota is the Mount Rushmore state because Mount Rushmore is in South Dakota. Now we're going to take a little bit of time to look at the flag of the state of South Dakota. Here it is, the flag of the state of South Dakota. A beautiful flag with this incredible blue. It's almost this sky blue. It's blue like the sky. And it has the state seal in the middle, surrounded by these little golden triangles that almost look like rays from the sun. The state seal features symbols that show different industries in the state, like a boat, a farmer, a mine, and cattle. Below the bright, sunshiny state seal on this flag is the state nickname, the Mount Rushmore State. Cool. Now we are going to locate 2 major cities in the state of South Dakota. The first city is the city of Pierre. Pierre is the capital of South Dakota. The second city we are going to locate is the city of Sioux Falls. Sioux Falls is the largest city in South Dakota. Alright, here is the final question. What is the state bird of South Dakota? The state bird of South Dakota is the ring-necked pheasant. The ring-necked pheasant. They are originally from Asia, so they are not native to the United States. Ring-necked pheasants are found in many places around the world and are a common bird to hunt. Thanks for watching this Homeschool Pop video on South Dakota, the Mount Rushmore state.